Okay, this is Chris, and what we're going to do here is we're going to look at entering a few deals on Dealipedia from another research provider's email that has some headlines we can use to tip us off if there's a deal that they may have that we haven't entered in. So this is the Dealipedia homepage. You should make sure that you are logged in. You can see hello, and then your username should be over there. If you don't already have a username, get one. And if you're not logged in, please log in. So let's go to an email. Now, typically, I would forward you this email. I'm showing it here in Gmail. And we can see a few things here. Red Hat buys BPM technology from Polymita Technologies. What runs where, etc. So you see there's a few deals here. And some deal updates. Now, the thing is, you won't be able to click on those links to access those articles because it's a paid service. So, but that's fine because we're not really competitive with this. We're not trying to replicate what they have. Just provide the basic information for people. So, the first thing you need to do in looking at this is figure out whether or not the deal might already be in Dealipedia. The easiest way to do that is to go up to the Search Deals box, and here we're going to look at this one, Polymita Technologies. So we're going to type in Polymita and see if it's in there. It is not in there. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to click Add a New Deal. We can see this looks like an acquisition, so we can go at least that far. And you can see the basic deal sheet here. Before I start entering, I will give you the basics. Acquirer and target, URLs and descriptions, those are both important. They may get auto-filled in, but we'll see as we go. And you can see the sale price, that's important if it's available. Cash in stock is often not available. And then the deal, that the date it's announced, if it's current, you can see it's Wednesday, August 29th. That's today's date. You can adjust that based on what you see either from the press release or more information. The deal blurb is a brief description of what it means. You shouldn't cut and paste that really. You should just kind of write that in. And then tags I'll come back to as we enter the deal. That may be a little bit more challenging. And then tickers are stock tickers. So if there are public companies involved or there are public company comps, that's a place you'll put in some tickers. And then the notes are any additional notes that may be of value to people looking at this deal. And then finally, you have a press release here. You do cut and paste this. We'll go through that. And then if you actually discover interesting articles, you can put the name in as well as a link to that. Might be a news story or something like that. You don't have to worry too much about banking representation. You won't often see that. And you typically will not see who made the money, although we'll cover that in a later video. So the first thing we do here, since we can't click on this link, we go up to Google and we'll type in Red Hat and Polymita, hit enter, and if there's an acquisition out there, we will certainly add all that in here. So ZDNet has an article, Red Hat clearly has a press release. That's usually a good place to start, so I'm going to go there, and that will get me to Red Hat's website, and that will probably get me to the official press release, which there you see it. So let me go back to my Dealipedia screen and start entering some information. So Red Hat is the acquirer. It's auto-filled in, so I'm going to click that link, and you can see it's put in the URL, and it's put in a description. This description does not look very good because, it looks like it's just kind of been lifted off the website. I'm going to update that and say open source software provider. I'm going to put that. I'm going to actually add enterprise in here. I'm actually going to make this technology. I don't think it's information communications. Don't worry about that if either that's not updating or you just want to take what's in there. We're going to update those company descriptions as we update our overall database. So the target, I'm going to put that in, Polymita. Since it's not in there, it's going to be helpful to go find out what the actual URL is. So let me go over here. Again, I'll use Google. That's why Google's worth $700 billion. You use it every day. So polymeta.com, you can see that's the website. I'll click on it, although I don't need it right now. So I'll enter that here, polymeta.com. As you can see, you don't need the HTTP. So it looks like so they put that on the website. So that's that. And let's see. I'm looking for a description here. This isn't very useful because oftentimes the website's still available, but you can see that it's not. So what am I going to put here? Let's go back to their press release. Blah, blah, blah. BPM technology, so that's business process reengineering, but business process management. So that's okay. So let's see. I'm just going to go and kind of short circuit this. This is a pretty technical one. I'm just going to put BPM software company. I see they're based in Spain. So I'm just going to leave it at that. It's also technology, and the sale price I don't believe is listed in here, so I'm going to leave that out. That's too bad, but that's the way it goes. And then I'm going to copy this text here. That's the press release. So I'm going to just Control C that, or Alt C, depending on what you're doing. And I'm going to go and just paste that into press release. So voila, I've pasted that. I'm going to go back up here and I'm going to say open source software leader adds BPM to their management tool set, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to say software, open source. If you don't know the tags, don't worry about it. Eventually we're going to have drop down for that. And then tickers, you do have Red Hat. I'm also going to put Oracle in there just for the heck of it. I think I'll leave off notes. Question is, are there any other documents that looked interesting there? Maybe you'd go over and say, let's see, PEUB has an article. That might be good. I'm just going to do this so you see what it looks like. So let's see. They got a press release. Not very good. I mean, I'd say there's no new information there. So I'm going to skip that. And I know this is getting a little long, but it's the way it's going to go. So let's check this one. So ZDNet. All right, this looks like a little bit more information. Not a lot of information, but a little bit more. JBoss Enterprise Middleware. So, I'll take this one just to kind of show you how it works. I copy the URL, Control C. I'm going to say ZDNet article. Oh man, article. And then I paste the link. All right, and that's it. Display username, you just leave that as yes. Add acquisition deal. So it's going to think about that a little bit. And it comes back and it shows me what I've put in. Now, there's one additional step. It says display up here. And once you're satisfied with that, you just hit submit. And it will go into the database. And it will be shown, more importantly, on the home screen. So I put that in for August 30th, which is actually not correct. So I'm going to say, oh, you know what? This was really the 28th, if I recall. So yeah, August 28th. So I'm actually going to go back, click on that, edit, and I'm going to say the 28th. While I'm here, even though it's obvious, I'm going to say terms not disclosed. That should probably be a checkbox up here. Note to self, add that. And down at the bottom it says submit this edit. I click yes. And again, I click yes here on display. I won't tell you why we do those two steps, but that's just the way it is. And then if I go look at the home screen, there I see that it's not there. But I see it's down here, August 28th, where it belongs. So voila. That is the successful entry of an M&A deal that comes from an email that I would forward you. That particular one was from 451 Group. Hopefully that helps.